amexclub.com.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call,
say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, make I see, take a picture.
in the leg book, boah.
Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say. Shake your body.
Good morning, guys. This is the AM Club Live on MX24, and my name is the one and only Edma Ohima Lawa.
And my name is Godwin Nambu. Welcome to your favorite lifestyle show, morning show in the country. This is the AM Club, and it's Kwabna Tuesday. You know how we do it. It's the 5th of April 2022. Welcome once again. This is MX24 TV. Edma, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So you've been away for 2 days.
How was it 2 days? Oh, Friday and yesterday. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know why, but yeah, I'm back.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
You are.
Thank you.
With your hair and everything.
Absolutely.
Back
Before we continue with the intro, let us wish the Information Minister, Honorable Kojo Poinkuma, a happy birthday. Today is his birthday. God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
And may God put you on a level that you have never seen in your life.
Amen.
And may this new age bring you lots of success,
Amen.
prosperity, happiness, joy,
Amen.
and everything that your heart desires.
Including
God
his
bless
family.
you. Absolutely.
Well.
Absolutely.
I love you so much, sir.
Absolutely.
God bless you.
and your
Thank
family.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
anyways, yeah, it's been a very what's the word?
Tumultuous. I can give you an English word.
Tumultuous.
Yes, please. You can use that.
It's been a very tumultuous. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, tumultuous.
Weekend for me, but yeah, I've rested enough.
Were you not chilling? I saw your post on Instagram. Were you not sitting there with his view and her view and things? You look at your face. You think
me chilling?
You cannot hide.
Shame on you.
Shaking
Shame on you. Anyways, guys, it's a brand new day. It's another opportunity for you to do something positive. And right here on the AM Club, we have loads of fun, fearless, and content. Fun, fearless, and
content.
Content
for you.
For you.
Anyways, before we tell you what's going to happen in the show, you know what is exciting me this morning? So on my way to work, I shouldn't be doing this, but I was reading and driving, which I shouldn't do. Please, don't read and drive.
Don't use your phone and drive.
When you're driving, okay?
Yes.
But I found out, look, I don't know if I'm excited or, but this story you're going to do when it comes to tech.
Yes.
This Elon Musk thing.
Yes,
I'm like, listen.
Why are you so happy about it?
I don't understand. Well, I guess it's because, and I shared it on Twitter, I'm like, look, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a different kind of person.
Yeah.
And you know, he's been complaining about Twitter not allowing people to freely express themselves. And he's been complaining. And you know what he just did? He just bought the biggest share in Twitter.
We understand that, but listen, social media is such a powerful tool that it needs regulation.
Of course.
Okay? And a place like Twitter, listen, I say Twitter is like a marketplace that everybody just pours out whatever or however they feel. And it definitely needs to be regulated, because anybody can just go out there and just put out any information that is not true.
Everywhere.
And every single person will jump on the bandwagon and, you know, just comment and share their opinions.
Everywhere needs to be regulated. Totally
Of
understand. But you
course.
also don't stifle the opinions of others. So you see,
When
Twitter
it's
does not
against
determine
security and social security, yes, definitely, especially
but
if you're
so many
an
times Twitter has been
influencer or
criticized for
influential
stifling
person.
comments that are factual. So listen, it's
Factual
not,
from where?
you can't say that everything that Twitter takes down is false.
Anyways, we'll talk about it on Coffee Daily
You
today,
know,
but let
so
us know your
anyways.
opinions, okay?
But I'm excited. We've bought
Yes.
9.2% of Twitter.
You and who?
Me and Elon Musk. So yeah, you see what we did to you. But anyways, guys, Coffee Daily is our very first segment of the show. Let's tell you what's going to happen. And including this story, we're going to be telling you all the trending stories in the world in the last 24 hours.
Absolutely, and the big conversation comes up next with Lifestyle Daily. And today our conversation will be centered on the essence of prenuptial agreement.
What would you and would you not do before you get married?
Wow.
What agreements would you have with your partner? What would you sign?
Yeah. I mean, recently, David Beckham's son, Brooklyn Bacon, is David Beckham.
Beckham?
Yeah.
Oh, the footballer?
Yeah, his son is about to get married to his fiancée, who is basically the heiress of a $1 billion estate. And he is also obviously from money. So they are signing a prenup. They are very young, but they are signing a prenup so that
Very
she
important.
can protect her assets and he will also protect his assets.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because you see, two people will profess marriage. I love you, I love you, I love you.
And then eventually...
2, 3, 4, 5 years
Especially
later.
when there's this amount. The girl is much richer than the whole family, the whole Beckham family, literally. She's entitled to like billions of pounds. So,
Father,
anyways.
we want to meet such people in Jesus'
Amen, amen. But today is Travel Thursday. What are we doing? Travel Tuesday, sorry. What are we
Speaking
doing?
of which, what would you like to do when you go to Togo? Have you thought about it? Have you been to Togo?
Yes,
Would you like
I
to go to
have.
Togo?
Yeah.
So Miss Drew, of course, our plug when it comes to Travel Tuesday, we'll be telling you all the things you need to do when you go to Togo. And she'll be sharing with us the best places to visit.
Yeah,
in
amazing.
Togo. I've never been to Togo.
They have a
Well,
witch
I've passed through
market,
Togo.
witchcraft market. I visited. It was actually quite interesting. They have like so many things that you can use for so many things, for girls and for boys.
You didn't buy some.
To use on
Maybe I
who?
should come and buy some.
Me, the one I have.
I come to use it on
he
you.
has already fallen, so I don't need any more.
We'll come and use it on you. Please, Miss Joanna coming from Togo, bring me something. Make her put in her tea so that we'll see something.
But anyways, on the plot today, we'll be talking about the Ghana Beverage Awards.
Ghana Beverage Awards.
I'm excited,
The
yes.
Ghana Beverage Awards.
Yes.
Coming to you live from MX21st. Anyways, I'm excited to see you.
Thank
See
you,
give me
thank
some
you,
energy.
thank
Anyways, guys, remember you are also a major part of the show, and I'm excited to hear from you. Join us online right now. Connect with us. The hashtag is the AM Club on all our handles at MX24GH and also on YouTube at MX24GH. Like I say, while you're there, please subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Absolutely, and you can also reach us via our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511, 0550-331-511. Send in your comments and reactions to all the stories that we cover right here on the show, especially for Coffee Daily and Lifestyle Daily.
Speaking of which, I want to start something tomorrow on Fashion Wednesdays. I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to be a gentleman. Okay?
Ooh,
On
that's
Wednesday.
nice.
So just short tips.
Okay, on how to be a gentleman.
You know.
Why don't you just do that in the intro before Coffee Daily or before DDOV
On Wednesdays?
on Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that would be good.
Yeah. Okay,
Ooh,
guys, look
how
out for
to be
it.
a gentleman.
How to be a
Okay,
gentleman.
Okay.
I think
I see.
chivalry is very alive
Absolutely.
and we need to preserve it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely, I agree with you. But you know,
Anyways.
some girls wouldn't also, some girls don't like
They
it.
like. Look, there's no girl
And
that doesn't like
I don't
chivalry.
understand girls who don't like it. A girl
Like
personally
this-
told me she doesn't like it when a guy opens doors for her. And to me, I'm like, that is the most gentlemanly or whatever the word is.
I open doors for gentlemen. I open
Listen,
for guys. I
like,
open doors
I
for
love it when I'm
anybody.
just sitting in the car and my guy would just come and open the door and I get out and I'm like, and everybody's like, bam, bam. Everybody's like, why is that him? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I know I said I was going to do that, but not to this level. You understand? You're on another
But
level
anyways,
right now.
guys, it's not time for DDOV. Send in what inspires you, what motivates you. It's a brand new month, April. Wow, we're already in April 2022.
Every
So, you know, Send in your thoughts and comments about what inspires you every single day to keep going in life. Send it to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511 and I'll read it right here on my Magic Chat. But meanwhile, Ken from Jowulu shared Susuka by Famiye as his daily dose of him. Enjoy.
I can't believe she be behind me. Go behind and hustle, man crying me there. Coffee was got up and again. You didn't mean say your brown no balance. Till I'm tired, I'm a Jamie balance. This is you know, say my jazz, say Banji Magana. Oh, brown me boy, no mobia. Say me, yeah, don't you say what you don't know. Maybe I know what's now, we are go blue. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go. Papi adding to me. So yeah, she also scat and money. Papi don't mama soon do me. And then I will put them in. Me vampire Janeva. But say me kappa in himself. Takashimi kitami wa femne kappa. Cause you moving in any yeah, the man and the job, yeah. One day, Mamu, me no munjane. Ujane de kame de. Ubi a pro over casa me mene. Obrami boy, no mobia. Send me ya, don't you say what you don't know? Maybe I know what's now, we are go blue. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go. I'm pumping for kinds of car freedom. Mini be 7 years, I'm a condom. If you are a man, it's so better, man, I swear before. A brownie boy, no mobia. 7 years, don't you say what you don't know? Maybe I know what's now, we are go blue. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go. They don't tell my summer school. Maybe you feel so cool. They don't tell my summer school. And I'm a sam, go.
The quick beats.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that was Famiye with Susuka. Very nice song, I might say, but this is still the AM Club Live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content, and we make sure to keep you entertained, inspired, and of course, informed. It's now time for My Daily Dose of Him, hashtag MyDDOV, hashtag My Daily Dose of Him. Anyways, like I said, keep sending in what inspires you, what motivates you to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511, and I'll make sure to read it right here, right now for My Daily Dose of Him. Anyways, let's read some of your daily dose of him that you've been sending in so far. This person said, patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting, from Baba in Tamale. And you're absolutely right. Listen, let me take that again, okay? Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting, okay? So it's not about just waiting, because waiting can be so frustrating. Patience is a virtue. Like I always say this, if you're not a patient person, a lot of things will pass by you. A lot of things. So do make sure that every single day, whatever you're doing, you're patient. And whilst you're patient, you have a good attitude towards whatever you're waiting for. Because the moment anything triggers you, that'll be it. But anyways, let me move on to another DDIV. And this person, oh, my own dear Alberta. She said, good morning, guys. You look dapper. Thank you. My DDOV is Ohima is back. To see you both every day inspires me. And this is Alberta from Tardy. Oh, Alberta, thank you so much. And this really means a lot to me. And I know that it means a lot to Godwin as well. So thank you very much for also inspiring me, for me to inspire you. But anyways, let's move on. This person said, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. My mom told me this some time ago, and I would love to share it. Please do so. So she said, life isn't about finding yourself. Vitality is about creating yourself. Listen, your mom was right. And this is by Cultured Inside Asama Nkese. Cultured, thank you very much once again for sending in your DDOV. And mommy was right. Listen, when I say that life molds you to become who you are initially, I mean, we all grow up with values and morals, but eventually, sometimes when life kicks in, those morals and values, you have to put them aside and, you know, deal with life at hand. So it's true, you know, life isn't about finding yourself, but it's about, you know, creating yourself. Create what you want for yourself. Create the life that you want for yourself. So if you're just there, lazying about, and really deep down you want to do something for yourself and become somebody, wake up, stand up, go ahead, take that first step and become something, okay? But Cultured, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for sending in your DDOV. This one said, good morning, guys. My name is Habiba from Accra. Habiba, you're becoming a constant fan of the AM Club. I like that. I like that. I'm seeing your DDOVs every single day. But this person said, Habiba, sorry, said, lose them, don't beg them to choose you. Very simple. Lose them, don't beg them to choose you. Never beg anybody for them to see your worth, okay? If you know that you're worthy of anything in life, don't ever try to prove yourself, okay? If they don't see it, let them go, especially when it comes to relationships, okay? But last one before we move on. This person said, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever, by Babs. Babs or Babs, you're absolutely right. Listen, the smallest decisions, the smallest steps, the smallest footsteps that you take, these are the ones that will eventually move you forward to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. So Babs, I totally agree with you. But anyways, guys, it's now time for us to move on straight to Coffee Daily, where we recap the biggest trending stories in the last 24 hours from international news, business news, tech news, local news. We have it right here for you, and Godwin is standing by with the very first story.
Thank you very much, Elma. Let's start with our very first local news. Yes. And the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Sumana Bagbin, has indicated that his administration will fight against the appointment of members of Parliament as head of state institutions. Mr. Bagbin, according to the Speaker, Mr. Bagbin, members of Parliament have been rendered incapable of criticizing the government since the executive appoints them on boards of some state institutions. He made the remarks during the swearing-in of newly elected executives of the Parliamentary Press Corps in Accra yesterday. The Speaker also announced plans to review the standing orders of Parliament to suit the current hang Parliament, which he admits is posing a challenge to proceedings. And I sort of agree with the Speaker of Parliament on this. I mean, if you're appointing these people for state institutions, and they are also supposed to be in Parliament to, you know, pass policy, first of all, we need that separation of power.
Yeah.
We need Parliament to be Parliament,
yeah,
and have experts who run state institutions.
Absolutely,
you know, don't tie them down by giving them positions in state institutions. Then when they go to Parliament, they can't be very objective.
Yes, yeah.
Not that they all won't be objective, but there's a little conflict of interest there.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
I sort of agree.
Yeah, I agree with Speaker of Parliament as well, and I agree with you too. But let's move on to some business news. You've said what I wanted to say, so I'm moving on. But let's move on to some business news. And the World Bank has released 42 million cedis through the Ghana Productive Safety Net Project 2 to support the government of Ghana to pay the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty LEAP for 344,000 beneficiary households. So the global economy challenges worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic. It delayed LEAP payment, and this has impact LEAP beneficiary. So the LEAP program is one of the government of Ghana's flagship social protection programs initiated in 2008. The program seeks to aid extremely poor households, some of which are orphans and vulnerable children, and the elderly 65 years and above, severely disabled and pregnant women or mothers with children under 1 year. Per the program design, beneficiaries' households receive cash grants through electronic payments every 2 months. Okay, so let me just summarize it. So the World Bank has released 42 million Ghana cedis through the Ghana Productive Safety Net Project 2 to support government of Ghana to pay the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty, which is also shortened, it's called LEAP, for 344,000 beneficiary households here in Ghana. So I guess is a good thing. Apparently it was delayed due to COVID-19, but now it has been released, and hopefully that these 344,000 beneficiary households would eventually receive it and cater for them
because some of them are going through serious hardships.
Yes, extreme hardship. I think I'm even one. But anyways, yeah, I'm going through extreme hardship too. Please, that beneficiary thing, you should cover.
Back yourself.
It should come and cover me too.
Like Emma will say, rich auntie, please go and sit somewhere.
Anyways, please, let's move on.
But unfortunately, this is no laughing matter. The next story, God give me strength, because this story.
I read it this morning and I was upset. I was angry. I was holding my phone and I was like, listen, somebody holds me. Somebody holds me. You know, anyways, let's read the story. Let's read the story first before I can even react fully to this situation.
So, a 10-year-old class 3 student is unable to walk after 4 male defiled and sodomized her at Ibra Edumfa in the Ibra Asebu Kwamankasi district of the Central Region. Now, the victim told the media that one of her attackers on Thursday evening sent her to buy some stuff for him, and upon her return, he asked her to come into the room, which she heeded to. Now, upon entry, the suspect, Yao Raga, aged 39, and Wafayao, 63, forced themselves on a 10-year-old, and the 2 others who were also in the room took their turns in the sexual assault. The suspect subsequently threatened to kill her if she disclosed her ordeal to anyone else. Out of fear, the victim also kept the act to herself until she started bleeding profusely from her private part. She finally opened up about the defilement and sodomy she was subjected to. 2 of the suspects were arrested and are currently in the custody of Ibra Dunkwa police. However, the two others escaped. The mother of the victim is lamenting that her daughter is experiencing severe vaginal pain, cannot walk and sit properly. She is calling for justice, and justice should be served.
Absolutely. Shame on you.
Who is attracted to a 10-year-old?
Shame on
4 men.
On these animals,
39 years,
and I call them animals because that's what they are. Shame on these animals who see a 10-year-old child and feel like it is okay for them to have even any sexual thoughts towards a 10-year-old.
No, so all the 4 people, one couldn't reason to say, okay, you know what?
Exactly. Not even one of you, the 63-year-old man, grandpa. You have lived on this earth for 63 years.
I don't want to laugh.
No common sense day for your head. That there's a small little child, 10 years old child, who one has sent to go and buy something, and you're now defining the child. 63-year-old man.
I seriously don't know any
lawyer. Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Who would defend these people? Because I don't know any lawyer who should defend these people. I mean, 3 people were in a room. In fact, 4 people were in a room.
And it's like you were all watching. I need to go to when they are doing this case. I think I want to go to courts. I want to go and support the mother and the child, because this is an abomination. This is foul. It's just so disgusting. I literally have no words for it. And that 63-year-old man, Olumai, you can't can't even go and find somebody your age.
Edma, it's okay. It's very cute.
No, seriously. 10-year-old child. 10-year-old child.
Like, it's no laughing matter.
Are you okay?
It's crazy.
What demon entered you? Let's not even blame the devil for this.
It has to be a demon.
Let's not even blame let's not blame the devil for this. Listen, it's not the devil. It's their own character. That's who they are. It's just at this time they have been caught.
10-year-old.
10-year-old child. 4 men. May your punishment be given to you on earth and in hell. In fact, all of you, the 4 men, may you receive your punishment in hell and on earth here. Let's move on.
Ziggy is videoing you because he likes what you're saying. Anyways.
Let's move on.
Guys, okay. Enough of local stories. And that's a very bad way to end our local stories. Anyways, let's do some sports action now. Those of you who are against Jordan Ayew. Well, Ghana striker Jordan Ayew scored his 2nd goal of the season as Crystal Palace thrashed Arsenal at Selhurst Park in the Premier League last night. The victory sees the Gunners miss the chance to move back into the top 4 and strengthen their hopes of Champions League football.
Deep to the far post. And the ball comes into the centre and is nodded in by Mateta. Arsenal caught cold from the set piece. They didn't deal with the cross and it was easily guided back into the path of Jean-Philippe Mateta. And Crystal Palace have an early lead at Selhurst Park. Driving that ball right through. Palace are in here and it's 2-0. This time it's Ayew with the finish. It was very direct, but it was very effective, and Jordan Ayew makes it Crystal Palace 2, Arsenal 0. Saka, now Xhaka laid off nicely, and Nketiah back in. Odegaard steering the ball wide of goal. Another opening for the Gunners.
These Arsenal Academy people, how could they let Crystal Palace?
Oh, how? Why? Why?
But the Academy people, apart from Thomas Partey, it's Academy football they are playing. Anyways, but Jordan Ayew, I mean, hey.
Well, that was a beautiful goal.
The thing is,
you know, the president of the Republic of Ghana was there as well, so I think it was a good way for him to score in front of his president after qualifying for the World Cup as well. So, yeah, congratulations.
Did he play for the qualification?
Sorry?
Did he play the game for the qualification?
He did.
Actually, he played.
Yeah, he did. Well, he served a good role in Ghana qualifying.
I like that you said he served a good role.
Oh, but he played well. I mean, he did what he had to do.
You see, if he gets good passes, he will score.
Let me tell you.
Did you see the pass?
Yes.
That was a very good pass.
He
will score. But the Ghanaian players...
But what my point is, I hope that this goal is going to boost his confidence as a striker. Because, you know, he was dealing with some confidence issue in terms of being a striker and not scoring, because a striker, that's what you do, you score goals. So when you haven't scored in like how many games now, you tend to, you know, bring yourself down. So I hope that this goal is eventually going to boost his confidence. So when we meet who are we meeting? Portugal, Uruguay or whatever they are called, and who else? North Korea or Korea, which one? When we meet those people, he's going to score.
But I know Portugal and Uruguay.
Yeah, Portugal, Uruguay, I can't pronounce that name. Uruguay and South Korea, yes.
Who do you think is proceeding in that group? Ghana and Portugal?
Ghana and Portugal. Or Ghana and Portugal, or Ghana and Uruguay.
Portugal is not going to... What are you talking about?
But do you know Uruguay? Like, Uruguay has how many World Cups?
Is she comparing Uruguay to Portugal?
Yes, I am, because Uruguay has what, 4 World Cups or what? 4, yeah, I think 4 World Cups.
Let's move on.
And how many has Portugal got? Because of Ronaldo.
Oh, I'm not saying because of Ronaldo, but Portugal is such a strong team.
But no, Uruguay is a huge team. They've made a global impact when it comes to football. They're like Brazil to me.
Okay.
And Argentina.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Okay.
Hey.
Now let's check out the first leg.
No, Uruguay
I'm not saying Uruguay is not a good team. I'm just saying that you don't
compare Uruguay to Portugal.
No, it's not that. Portugal is such a strong... You know Portugal.
Uruguay is equally a strong team.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you say Ghana and Portugal...
Ghana and Portugal, Ghana and Uruguay.
Because you don't want to say Ghana, you don't want to say Portugal and Uruguay. So, anyways.
No, that will not happen. that will not happen.
Oh, goodness. Anyways, let's look at the first leg encounter in the quarterfinals of the Champions League as Benfica will be taking English giants Liverpool in the first leg of the game, and Manchester City, Premier League leaders, will be taking on Spanish giant Atletico Madrid. On Wednesday, Chelsea will be facing Real Madrid as well. Now, Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich suffered symptoms of suspected poisoning at peace talks on the Ukraine-Belarus border earlier this month. The Chelsea owner, who has now recovered, reportedly suffered sore eyes and peeling skin. 2 Ukrainian peace negotiators were also said to have been affected. One report said the alleged poisoning was orchestrated by Russian hardliners who wanted to sabotage the talks.
That is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But anyways, let's move on to Godwin's favorite story on Coffee Daily today, and it's a tech story. Wow. But anyways, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has purchased a 9.2% stake in Twitter, according to a Monday filing from SEC. News of the purchase sent shares of Twitter soaring 22% in early trading. Musk did not disclose what he paid for the shares, but his stake was worth $2.9 billion, making him the largest shareholder. Musk has not disclosed the purpose of the purchase or any plans for the company, but his purchase comes after the billionaire criticized Twitter for a lack of commitment to free speech. So Musk has 80 million Twitter followers so far, more than any other CEO, and he's a frequent Twitter and user, and the majority form of disseminating news.
You need your glasses.
About both Tesla and SpaceX.
You need your glasses.
Anyways,
so
guys,
he uses Twitter a lot to disseminate information about SpaceX.
Yes. But
Tesla.
at the end of the day, like I will say and keep on saying, we need some type of regulation when it comes to freedom of speech. Yes, freedom of speech, but not freedom of speech. Okay, it will make sense when it makes sense. Okay, because the reason why I say that is that yes, do make sure or do feel free to say whatever you want to say on the internet, but make sure that you don't spread false information.
Of course.
And false information needs to be regulated. And if I am spreading false information and I come on Twitter and Twitter bans me from tweeting such information, and I go out there and say, oh, Twitter is not allowing me to, to freely express myself. No, it does not work that way.
I hope you
what Twitter is doing is that Twitter is trying to prevent me from spreading false information. That's basically what it is.
Okay, so can I make my point now? I hope you understand that free speech does not necessarily mean false information. Free speech also means opposing. I am talking
when it comes to false information.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
With this story, it has more to do with opposing views. So when people have different opinions from what the majority are saying, you don't stifle those opinions because it doesn't sync with your information.
I'm talking about information that imposes threats to the security of citizens, false information, and cyber information or data that basically could harm the general public. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you want to have banter and argument with somebody who shares a different opinion from you, fair enough, that's fine. I guess that's what Twitter is for. But then not when information are stated as
we are talking
facts,
about Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has been calling, but Elon Musk is not asking Twitter to allow fake news. He's saying allow opposing views. So that's what I'm expecting us to talk about. Not
opposing
I don't know what
views from
fake
what?
news. Allow people who do not agree. For instance, there's the leftists, there's the rightists. So you can't say when a rightist speaks, they are not speaking truth or they are not, allow those views. Let's all have a conversation. That's what he's saying. People have been calling for free speech for a long time.
Free speech, speech. Meanwhile, you cry that you're calling for, you don't tweet. But anyways.
Who, me?
You tweet.
I don't have to tweet. I mean, to have an opinion.
But anyways, okay, no problem. You and Mr. Musk, you've bought the shares. Now let's see what you do with
anyways, let's move on.
But it's now time for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz. And our very own Cowboy B is on standby for that.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, guys. You don't know the tingo. It is Travel Tuesdays on AM Club, right, guys?
Yeah.
You don't know the tingo. And I am here with MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment, where I will give you all updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and, of course, across the globe.
Yo, please, can I wear a t-shirt and a jeans to work? I want to.
Every time. Hey, listen, God.
I was forcing you to wear.
God, let me tell you something. You see, when you get here in a t-shirt and jeans, nobody can tell you to go home. It is too late at that time.
I know, right? I know, but you look good though.
Oh, thank you.
Giving me Friday vibes on a Tuesday. I like that.
Sometimes you gotta switch it up, you know.
Switch it up.
You know. Oh, speaking of clothes, we want to give a shout out to Eric, our lighting guy, who made the clothes for Rocky Duena at the Grammys. Eric, big up yourself.
Yo, Eric made it. That's the shirt.
I told you, I keep telling you guys that Eric has exactly the clothing line.
Big up yourself.
No, this is good.
This is amazing. I love it.
Eric.
I actually have one. So one day I was around Cantonment, you know why, and there was a fair going on. For basically, you know, Cantonment has a lot of expats and all of that. So there was a fair going on for them, and I was like, oh, let's just go. You know, we went there, and I saw Eric there. So I was like, oh, Eric, and
He's
he had like
big man,
and he had like design African print clothing. You know, handmade. The material was so good.
Oh yeah.
So I bought some for myself and some for my mister. And I was like, you know what? Listen, I need to rock it. I need to rock it. It was when my mister wore it. He was like, he was like, wow, like it's the material is just so soft. When you wear it, you don't sweat or anything, and the design,
nice.
Amazing.
I saw him in a shirt the other day, and I was like, yo, where did you get this shirt?
Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. You know, to have our very own do something like this. Listen,
Eric
I'm proud.
Representing at the Grammys.
Big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself.
Amazing.
That's
well
big.
done.
Big. You don't know the thing. Anyway, guys, you don't know. My name is Kev Webby. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin. Now for our stories, ladies and gentlemen. Entertainment media companies Netflix and Sony have put upcoming projects with Will Smith on hold after he slapped comedian Chris Rock at the Oscars. Smith was set to star in an upcoming Netflix movie, Fast and Loose. But sources say that the streaming giant has set the project aside, even though the film was due to start production in August this year. Sony also halted work on Bad Boys 4, in which Smith had a role. Why are they pausing his...
Did you get a wordplay? I don't think it was wordplay, but it was due to start in August.
Hey, wow.
I don't get it.
She missed the joke.
No. Don't you know the entanglement was with the guy named August?
Okay.
So someone said, if Smith can be
Please,
this angry
why are we reading this story again? I don't understand.
No,
it's so dead and gone. Leave Will alone. Leave Chris alone.
If he slapped a guy, he slapped a guy. It's okay.
Moved on.
I mean, it's fine.
Why are we still talking about it?
No. Wait.
What are you guys talking about?
No, I can't say anything, my brother. Hold on.
So,
what did you say?
Wait.
What did you say? Sorry, what did you say?
Let me ask
you.
So it was a white man who slapped, let's say it was a white man who slapped Chris, and they are taking contracts like this from him. Are you going to say it's okay, we should let it go? If he slapped
listen, last time we were talking about it, we do not condone any form of violence.
No, we don't condone violence.
And, you know, whatever Will is getting, I mean, all the contracts being cancelled or put on hold and projects put on hold, he deserves it for that act. He deserves it.
Okay.
I'm just saying that. Let's move on from this story.
You mean to tell me that he deserves...
This story is so last.
Wait a minute, but Harvey Weinstein's movies are still on Netflix and they're still everywhere. So I don't know, why is it that you can't...
His movies are still there?
Yeah, these guys' movies are
still there, but it's just future projects.
What this guy didn't rape anybody.
No,
this guy slapped another guy. This is not like...
Hold on.
He's a human being who has been dealing with a lot of pressure for months and months and months and months.
Actions have consequences.
The thing is, I know. And same for Chris Rock. Yes. Your actions also has consequences, my brother. You see me? So it's like a disrespect the man wife. You understand me? I said the one wife feels
no.
But then
his actions were extreme. This putting on hold and people fight all the time.
Anyways, you know what?
Yeah, people fight all the time.
Last time, Cover and I were talking about this. You know how obviously in recent time, Will Smith and his wife Jada, they've been in the news for a lot of things, especially when it comes to their marriage. Okay, a lot of people have had a lot of things to say, including us, because that's what we're doing now. You know, we've had a lot of things to say about their marriage, you know, the entanglement, Jada coming out to say this, Will coming out to say this. A lot of opinions have been poured out there, a lot of frustration. Okay, so, you know, at the end of the day, it's just rather unfortunate that he reached his limit at the Oscars.
But the guy is human.
Because I feel like, you know, it was a build-up anger. It was a build-up anger.
Other human beings have slapped people before.
And the comments about his wife's appearance was what made, especially the fact that she's going through medical. She's going through some medical.
The man came out and the guy said, "Listen, it was that my limit."
People are saying a lot of things. Oh, it's comedy, it's comedy. But there are so many. Sorry to say, fat comedians.
You know what I
can say, oh, do you know what? This comedian is fat. This comedian looks this way, this way.
A fat comedian usually makes fun of themselves.
And then I'll say, oh, do you know what? It's comedy, it's a joke.
Does he go hard? Dave Chappelle, does he go? Who goes really, really hard? You know what I think?
Not really, no.
This Chris Rock joke, you know what I think? Honestly, I don't think the guy intended to mock the lady's condition.
No. I don't think he did either.
He was talking about her looks.
I know.
Have you seen G.I. Jane?
I know, I've seen it.
It's like your haircut, you look like G.I. Jane.
Hey, listen, Godwin, I thought it was a great joke. However,
I mean, he said that he didn't know that Jada.
We still have to remember that this guy is a human being.
Yeah, he didn't know that Jada or this guy was going through any medical.
Nobody knows what's going on in anybody's mind.
Consequences.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, some of the consequences are too harsh, my brother. I don't like that. Yeah, slap him with a fine or something. Yeah, what is this?
I mean, he has resigned from that.
Brother, I've seen worse things happen on TV.
No, I get that. You shouldn't take the man's daily bread from him.
Yeah,
don't take the man's daily bread from him. Don't stop.
But
that's Hollywood, though.
White man slap an ex-white man, you don't hear, oh, yeah, he's a hero for slapping for his wife. Oh, stand up for your wife.
No, you know what? Me, is the other comedians that are going out there to now actually make jokes about Jada. That's what... you know, yes, there's a lot of comedians who are going out there making jokes.
Oh, it's true too.
The
and Chris Rock has been making jokes about them.
Did you see Jada laughing when Will slapped him? The wife was laughing
because he didn't understand.
I mean, at least even if your man was defending you, you laughing at your man slapping another man in front of everybody, that's another thing. It tells.
Really?
All right.
Are you saying really?
All right, Chris Rock. Hold on. Chris Rock and Will Smith. All right, don't worry yourself. Them all right. Them rich.
Anyways,
them rich. Now. Guys, Nigerian rapper. Is this M.I. Abaga?
Yes.
Hey, Kevo, hey.
Love him.
Hey, brother, you're African. No? Anyways, M.I. Abaga has announced to fans and followers that he intends to tie the knot in 2022. Taking to Instagram, the musician for the first time unveiled the lady he intends to marry. And we have a video, so let's see it.
They don't know.
Love of my life, hey, love her more than I love life. Yo, that's wifey, I feel nice. Swear down, that's my guy, my ride or die, my confidant.
Aw, this is too cute.
Dude, Abaga.
It's so cute.
Incredible.
I love this.
Yo, I love this.
She's so
incredible.
beautiful.
Yeah,
God bless their union, seriously.
There's hope for all of us.
Why?
Yeah. If M.I. is tying the knots now, there's hope.
Why? Was he like the ultimate bachelor?
I mean, I didn't even think M.I. didn't have a
wife.
Was not married.
Oh,
It looked like, you know those people
because who are married, but he's very private with his relationship.
He was now. Oh, nice. We'll take our time.
Hey, boy. Anyways.
That's how I go reveal my wife.
Are you not going to take your time?
That's how I go reveal my wife.
Yes.
Are you not going to take your time?
To do what?
To get married. Your wife and get married.
To reveal my wife or get married?
Both.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking our time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll get married soon.
I'll be a bridesmaid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm getting married in Jamaica.
Hell yeah, we'll be there.
We'll go.
All right. Hey, all right. We're going to move on. All right. So, guys, Black China. Black China is preparing to take the Kardashian-Jenner family to court. And Black China shared an update regarding her upcoming trial against Kris Jenner and her 3 daughters, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, which is set for later this month after filing a lawsuit in 2017 that claimed that they were responsible for her e-reality series Rob and China being cancelled after 1 season. And she released a statement. So let's see the statement, Black China. I plan to refocus my attention on my trial against Kris Jenner and her daughters Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, which starts in 13 days, when they got my #1 hit show killed back in January 2017. That not only hurt me financially and emotionally, that hurt my beautiful kids. She's not very good at English. I'm taking them to court to stand up for my legal rights and to be an example to my kids that what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, and what they did was so wrong. She wrote this herself. I am so thankful that a jury will finally listen to what really happened behind closed doors, that lies that were told, and the damage that was done. At the end of the trial, I'm going to be able to proudly tell King and Dream that I did everything I could to right the wrong that was done to me. And that, in life, it is my hope that they will be able to stand up for themselves when it matters too. Peace and love to you all. Angela. Who names her? That is Black China.
Yeah,
Angela.
But anyways,
Black China
it is what it is. She's been saying this for many years.
No, Black China is hungry at home now.
No, but I'm saying that Black China has been saying that the Kardashians sabotaged her show for many, many years. Many, many years. Yeah. So for a jury to eventually now listen to the case, I think that obviously is a proud moment for her, because she's stood by whatever she's been saying for so many years, and she hasn't changed her narrative. So at the end of the day, if she feels like indeed something went behind closed doors to cancel, or the Kardashians went behind her back to cancel her show, then she's entitled to think that way. She's entitled to take the case to court.
No, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think they sabotage. Like, I mean, if people are watching your show,
listen, do you know where her show was on E! News? Her show was on E! Okay? And the Kardashian, listen, when I say they had so much influence, they are not there anymore, but they had so much influence on that channel, especially because that's what they used to do, keeping up with the Kardashians, and they knew everybody there. So it would be so easy, literally so easy for Kris to just pull triggers and tell them to cancel her show. It can be done, and Kris can do it.
Competition.
It can be done, because you can have 2 good shows. Rob is the son.
The Kardashian.
Yeah, when they were dating, they had a show. They had a reality TV show. So, and it was cancelled after 1 season. And according to her, from day 1, she said that it was because of the Kardashians, because they went behind closed doors, spoke to the executives of the TV station.
But is that criminal?
Let me argue something.
It is very criminal.
Oh, so if you have a show here and I
because
say,
if it made damage, no, it was bringing numbers.
I'm just saying,
so why did they cancel
out and they say, okay, actually you're right, so we'll take the show down. Is it criminal? You've not done anything. I'm just saying that I think it's competition.
But to her, she believes that something went behind closed doors.
I'm going to tell you my 2 cents. Just the other day, China came out and
said something about Tiger and
money and blah blah blah. Yes. The guys were like, hey, what we do?
We give you money.
They don't give her money. They pay
for the school fees, and they take care of the children from Monday to like Saturday. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like China is feeling some financial pressure. And so China is rehashing all of these things.
I really don't think so.
You don't see affect me financially.
She's been talking about this for years. She's been wanting for this case to go to court for years.
Like, honestly,
and it's only eventually happening now.
How does she make money?
What's it called? OnlyFans. And she has businesses. She's an entrepreneur. She has a business. She has a makeup line.
So she's a prostitute.
She's not. No, you're not.
OnlyFans.
You're not a.
OnlyFans is not like a porno site that you show.
No, it's like a place that where you
used to be, but now it's.
It's different now.
Pictures, explicit pictures and videos and everything. Whatever it's called. But anyway, listen, I don't even know. But anyways, what I'm saying is that, listen, I feel like if she wants to take the thing to court, then fair enough.
All right. I feel like our producers want to fight us. So, you know, all right. So, guys, all right, we're done. Anyway, guys, that is it for MX Mix Lifestyle and Entertainment. Guys, you don't know my name is Kevoy B. Make more. Big up yourself, guys.
Thank you so much, Koboy. But I feel like today we had a lot of conversation with Koboy, like sharing different, sharing
the fire,
sharing different opinions. I like that. You know, we don't always have to agree on the same thing. But anyways, guys, it's about Tea for Coffee Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in for that. Up next is Lifestyle Daily, and we will be having a conversation on the essence of prenuptial agreements. Prenup. We're talking about prenup today, okay?
We want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah, it's time that you need to have.
She would leave with half.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Email us at info@mx24gh MX24 Studios. We're the Providence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best. If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
Need the best of in-depth analysis, top personality interviews, trending and breaking news all come your way. I'll be serving you with football conversations, life-hearted, lifestyle-related conversations, all on Off the Cuff. Join me, Derek Aim, this and every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. only on MX24 TV.
Hey guys, it's another Tuesday. You know how we do it. This is Tech Today with your boy Eddie Kumsen. You know how we do it. Is that time?
Says Apple doesn't need to be pressured to follow the trends, because I mean Apple is Apple.
Apps run better on iOS devices than ever right on Android.
Yeah. So coding is an integral part of tech, but there are so many fields in tech as well. So
it has a car system where you can monetize and change any configuration that you want.
I'm here to give you the latest trends, the rumors and the leaks in the world of tech.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content. It's now time for Lifestyle Daily, and today's conversation will be centered on the essence of prenuptial agreement, also known as prenup, I guess. And we have two gentlemen joining us today on that conversation to educate us and give us more understanding on the essence of prenup agreements. I mean, recently, if you've been following entertainment news, you know that David Beckham's son, Brooklyn Beckham, recently got a prenup with his fiancée ahead of their wedding this week, and it was the prenup of prenups, prenup of all prenups, of mothers of prenups, apparently. So is it good for partners or people who are in a relationship to try to protect their assets before they eventually get into a marriage? Well, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about the essence of it, and if it's really, truly important, and if it's also essential here in Ghana. Because people think that prenup agreements are just for celebrity couples or people with, you know, huge amounts of money in their bank accounts. But is that really so? We're going to explain all of that today. And joining me on this conversation, we have lawyer Woye Ganamanti, and he will be joining us via phone call. And in studio right here, I have Anthony Dankwa, who is a social activist and a student at the Ghana School of Law. Mr. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you.
You're looking like a lawyer. In fact, your demeanor, your posture, everything screams, I study law.
I appreciate that.
You're absolutely welcome. Welcome on the AM Club. And actually, lawyer Wayo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome on the show. So today we're going to talk about prenup agreements. And if I may ask you, lawyer, what exactly is a prenup agreement? So we start the conversation from there.
Thank you very much, and good morning once again. Yeah. Just for correction, the name is Wayo Ganamanti.
Okay. Wayo Ganamanti.
Yes, pronounce it as an African name. Wayo.
Okay. Thank you for the education.
I can feel the foreign accent.
Yes.
In the Wayo. Anyway,
it kicked in a bit, but yeah. Anyway, Thank you very much for the correction.
Yes, I mean, when we talk about prenups, basically it's a form of a contract.
Yes.
That is purported to be entered into by would-be couples or married persons or parties who are deciding to get into a union of marriage. What sort of arrangement or understanding they will want to come to in respect of properties acquired or even some kind of wishes. Sometimes people think it's only about property, but even wishes. How a wife will want to do certain things, how a husband will want to do certain things. You can see that this example is not tangent, it's not a material gain, but a husband, for example, want to have afternoon nap on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday. He want to have a nap, and if a wife thinks that it will affect the family's weekend, we want to go to the beach, we want to have fun, but then the man thinks that I work Monday to Friday, or vice versa. So it's all kind of arrangements that a would-be couple want to put on paper or in a kind of a document to bind their union moving forward when they finally get to marry.
Okay, and are prenup agreements only for couples who are about to get married or who are already married? So, for example, if I get married today and I did not sign a prenup, can I go back maybe a month or 2 months or a year later and sign a prenup?
That's a beautiful question, but if you look at the word is a pre.
Yes.
The word is pre.
Yes.
So it tells you that comes before the main event or the main action. The notion behind prenup is basically that we are getting into something. We don't know what we are getting into.
Yeah.
We don't know the dynamics that will begin to unfold when we get into that union finally. So let's begin to put certain preferences of ours on paper. Let's begin to record what we think will make our life a bit more. That is according to the party.
Okay.
And here I'm speaking in respect of proponents or those advocates of prenup, what they put forward, the argument they put forward. So what the parties think will make their life very comfortable in the union they are getting into is what they put on paper, or they try to agree to. And if I say put on paper, I mean they agree to and then substantiate that with some kind of evidence.
Okay.
That tomorrow it becomes a matter for the public to know that there was some kind of agreement. You could always prove a document to substantiate that. So normally it is always done before the people or the parties get into the union. When you are in the union, in law we say the subsistence of the marriage. Now the marriage is subsisting. And if the marriage is subsisting, whatever happens within the context of the marriage when it's subsisting, that will be a different kind of arrangement.
Okay.
It could still be a contract between the husband and the wife when they were married. But prenups normally it's to take care of, and the notion is to take care of possible divorce or maybe unforeseen death or something like that. That is why, and here we think that parties really are looking at divorce, separation. I think when a person passes on, the person has passed on. If your husband passes or if your wife passes, the person is gone. So whatever is left when one person is gone, it's easier to be dealt with, you understand? Even though sometimes in some areas, some family pressures come in. But when a party is gone, the party is gone. But prenup, the focus basically is when we happily say hallelujah, we found each other, and in 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, we think that we are really not compatible, we need to go our separate ways. That is where prenup basically looks like. So divorce particularly, but with a bit of when a person passes. That is why people want to, especially the female, protect their life.
Okay. And would you say that prenups can also be alterated? For example, if we came into an agreement, we signed the documents before we got into a union, and then eventually, I don't know, a thing goes wrong. So let me just give a scenario. For example, we agreed that because maybe my partner makes more money than I am making, if in case of a divorce, he will have full custody of the children, if we have any children. But then as the years goes on, he loses his job, I now make more money. Can it be now alterated to the point that where it now favors me because I make more money in the situation?
That's a very beautiful question. And you see, so when it comes to some academic discourse, as we are discussing now, these are some of the variations or the other alternatives or the variables that sometimes you don't look at. When you enter into that agreement, and then now you finally get into the union, it is basically deemed that whatever you wanted to say is what you have said before getting into the union. And just for your viewers, in some jurisdictions, for example, in America, I know very well that they do not lump everything together.
Okay.
So for example, the American legal system will not allow you to do a prenup that will look into matters of custody.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, because custody is always after separation, always after there is a turmoil.
Yeah.
And even at the time that you need to get custody, you look at the circumstances. Who at the time can take care of the child? Who at the time has the financial muscle? Who at the time has the moral character to train, even train a child? If you're a father or a mother and you are wealthy and society knows that yes, you are wealthy, but you are not fit to train a child based on the family settings, it applies. So, for example, like you said, prenups in some jurisdictions will not cover issues of custody of children, especially when it's the issues or the children between the couples who you have not even given birth.
Yeah.
You are going into a marriage, you have not even given birth. How do you make an arrangement for an unborn child? Who says, I mean, let's say, who says maybe even this couple is going to have a child or whatever it is? And if you have a child, what is the dynamics in raising that child? So some jurisdictions will not allow that. But the tangent you are coming from is beautiful because the reason why some people enter prenup is that when the person is coming with a child, so for example, a woman coming into a new marriage with a child will now want to go into an agreement to safeguard that child. I'm bringing this my child and I want a very good life for my child. And so now that we are coming into this union, I want to be clear whether my child's education is intact, whether my child's upkeep is intact. So in respect of when one couple or when one of the parties is coming along with a child, a proponent of prenup think it's good. Because when you go in, you safeguard maybe some of the, but like your question you talked about in respect of a child belonging to the couples themselves. They have not even married to even give birth. How do they start making rules and regulations to cover how we will be taking care of this child? You understand? So in some jurisdictions, prenups might not cover some aspect, like taking care of custody matters. You can have a prenup to talk about custody.
Okay, so now let me come in studio and have a conversation with Anthony here. And my question for you, Anthony, is what is the position of the Ghanaian law on marital property?
Currently, our law expresses equitable sharing for the spouses, and it gives equal access to spouses in marriage. Yeah, that is basically what the law says.
Okay, but then when it comes to prenup agreements between couple, would you say that it is something that couples or people who are about to be in a union go for, or it's not, people don't really go for it here in Ghana?
Well, there is no express law governing prenup in Ghana. So it's not done, so to speak. It's not common. So there are two schools of thoughts on this. Some say it wouldn't be enforceable or it is illegal to enter prenup in Ghana, while others say once it is contract, it can be enforced. So
but there isn't an actual law that basically gives couples the opportunity to sign a prenup.
No, there is no express law.
Wow.
But then our laws accommodate prenups. When you go into details, into spousal property rights, you realize that there is a wide accommodation of prenup in our laws. Yeah, for instance, the Constitution, guarantees every individual, to have right to properties. So as an individual, either you can acquire property on your own or in association with others. That means that even when you are married as an individual, you can get or you can acquire property for yourself outside of the marriage, or you can acquire property with your partner. So with that distinction, in the event of a dissolution of marriage, you can, when you're able to prove that, though I acquired this property in the course of the marriage, but I acquired it solely as an individual, there will be that distinction. So that I just want to create the scenario of accommodating this prenup scenario.
Okay, so with that being said, I mean, listening to lawyer Wayo, he did mention that prenups are not just for properties. Prenup can also, or prenup agreements can be for so many other things as well, including children and making sure that eventually if there's a situation of divorce, children who were already born before the union was established can eventually get what is right for them, and they will not be affected by the divorce. So with that being said, since there isn't like an actual law for prenup agreements, that covers so many other things, including properties. How do couples now mitigate through challenges of life, if ever there is a divorce and they want to sign something that doesn't necessarily have to do with properties or money or assets?
Well, like my position about prenup or the enforceability of prenup in Ghana is that yes, once couple decide or will-be couple decide to enter into a prenup agreement, it will be enforced under our jurisdiction. In that, it is a contract, provided it is validly done. So, in the event that we are not able to even go into prenup agreement when it comes to the sharing of property, I said we have a litany of laws which covers some of the scenario. The interstate succession law, where one dies without making a will, it governs how properties are to be shared among the issues, the couple and the family. So that being said, I don't think there will be a lot of complications, when we are applying our law strictly. But the only thing which will make it easier, for couples and deceased family is that when it comes the issue of litigation, it narrows the scope when you have a prenup because there is a reference point too. So that's how I look at it. But when it comes to property, spousal property, inheritance and all that, there are a lot of laws that govern them under our jurisdiction.
Okay, so Lawyer Wayo, let me come back to you and ask you, how important is it to have a prenuptial agreement? Is it important, and should it be established as a law here in Ghana?
Thank you very much. So I've heard
Mr.
your
Anthony,
guest in the studio, and I think that the position he's espousing is clear. There are laws in this country that accommodate the concepts. I think it's based on trust. If two people want to get into a union, whether or not they trust each other to the extent that if I'm bringing this amount of wealth into the marriage, do I trust this person I'm going into in respect of how I will want us to both enjoy this wealth that I've accumulated even in her absence or my absence? So proponents of prenup, like I earlier said, they justify. One of them is to protect maybe young infants that their lives could be maybe jeopardized if we don't have an agreement in a new marriage. Some people want to protect their properties before they get into marriage. Some people using it as a kind of safeguard against divorce. Some also looking at the issue of maybe ensuring that people disclose their real nature. Because we live in times where you see people with flashy lives and you get to a certain point and it doesn't look well as it is. Somebody might be even living in a mansion, but the land on which the mansion is built is a family property. And it is when the person is no more, you get to see that we are fighting over who owns the land. Okay, a Daniel would but assassin. So these are some of the reasons proponents use and justify it. And I think sometimes it makes sense. For instance, in the UK, a recent decision that is making the British now begin to recognize and enforce, was when in that union, the woman was wealthy. She was worthy over 100 million pounds getting into the marriage. And the woman's family wanted to protect that wealth against the marriage. Eventually, that marriage went on the rocks after 9-10 years thereabouts. And so you got to see that the woman's family were right to protect that 100 million pounds worth of what she was taking into the marriage. So sometimes people want to protect the property they are bringing.
Lawyer, would you also say that maybe people in Ghana, or there hasn't been a law passed when it comes to prenup agreements in Ghana because maybe governmental officials don't think that it is ethical, in a sense that obviously if you're getting married to somebody, then you must go in with a clear mind. You must go in without even thinking of divorce. You must go in with an open heart that, okay, this marriage is going to work. So when you bring in culture and tradition and some of our ethical behaviors, morals and values of life here in Ghana, would you say that that also contributes to the point that the law has not been passed when it comes to prenup agreements?
Yes, you're very much right on that. So that will feed into the the disadvantages or the drawbacks or those critics of prenups. And critics of prenups are very clear. I mean, some of them start from day one that it's a romance killer.
Yeah.
Because you are entering into a relationship.
Absolutely.
Which is a marriage. It's a union between two people. It is deemed that the first day you said, I do, it must be romance through that do us part. You understand? And then even before we get to that, before the whistle blows for that romance, we are bringing in something that looks at divorce. A possible envisaging a possible divorce even before we start the romance. So critics of prenup say that it's a romance killer, and it fits into the African cultural moral setup we have as citizens of this country. From the one what the possible divorce, bringing it on board. What it means is that the joy of this marriage is already shaky from the one.
Absolutely.
You understand? So that alone sets it back. Sometimes it's also a trap. People who come with worldly money would want to come and control the other spouse who came with less wealth. So if I have, like, let's say the UK example I made, if I have £100 million and you don't have £100 million and you're a man and I'm marrying you and I'm the woman with £100 million, I want to get you to sign a document that no go area with this my £100 million. And anytime you need something, I will now decide, okay, you're my husband though, but I think now this year things are not very well for you, so take this, take this maybe £1,000 or something. So sometimes it's a trap for the one who has the most financial muscle to control the other one in the marriage. This is a disadvantage. Another disadvantage is that it's burdensome. It's burdensome because you are making projections for a future. You don't even know most of the things that will happen, but you want to make law to regulate it. What if you make a law today regulating a certain conduct, and then you get into the marriage proper and you get into that in real life? That conduct, like for example, the example I made that father who thinks that he works very hard 24/7 and needs a Saturday 3 hours rest. Here comes a wife who thinks that leisure is for the whole family. Let's go to beach. We also work Monday to Friday. I'm a career woman. If Saturday I want you to take me to maybe the park or take me to the beach or something, just to cool down and ease the stress. You want to sleep. Let's agree on something like that. You understand? So the point is that you get into the real marriage and you get into that, it is true that my husband moves around the whole day. He's driving, in fact, a driver, let's say a driver. He drives Monday to Friday. And then says, over the weekend, my wife, give me 3 hours to rest. He said, no, let's go to Labadi Beach. In the real marriage, there's become a difficulty in realizing the truth. You understand? So it becomes burdensome even to arrange something that looks into the future. It also becomes very confusing in the mind, like I said. If you are coming to marry and you're already planning the divorce before the marriage, then it's like you have planned the divorce even before the marriage. But let's plan the marriage and then you take care of the divorce.
But in all fairness, to summarize this conversation, would you say that prenup agreements are essential? It's something that one should consider when they are getting married, upon all the critics, upon all the things that might break the ethical values of what marriage really is. Would you, as a lawyer, say that yes, it's actually a great agreement, is a great policy, is a great law to be established, and one should consider it if they are going into a union?
For me, as a person, and with my legal understanding and knowing what is happening currently, as other countries are beginning to recognize, if I look at the drawbacks, the proponents of prenups will make a lot of arguments, but critics, even if it's 4 or 5 critics, and even one is justified, to my understanding, that moves me. And if I look at the critics, the one that looks at prenup to be a romance killer, it's a very serious emotional concept for me. It has a lot of implication on me, because the idea is that if I'm getting into a union of marriage, I'm looking for my sweet wife with that wonderful journey of, and then from day one, this wife is telling me that let's begin to make the plans for a possible divorce. Trust me, from where I sit, morally, it kills my spirit even in getting to the marriage. So personally, I'm thinking that it must be born on trust. If you are a wealthy woman of 100 million Ghana cedis, dollars, pounds, and you are bringing me to the marriage, you saw me, I don't have that money, but you knew why you want to marry me as a man. Bring it and let's move on in life and hope that this marriage builds that union that
but what if you also coming to marry me because of my money?
You see, that is the difficulty. So the trust is both on the side of the man and on the side of the woman.
Yeah.
You understand? So you who is also going into that marriage, if you know that you are going to the marriage as the weaker link in respect of financial muscle, are you going there because you love this woman, or you are going there because of her wealth?
Yeah.
So if it is trust that leads two people into marriage, my thinking is that why don't they begin the journey? Because your guest, my friend, Leonard's friend, yet to be, said there are an avalanche of areas that gives grant for property, disposition, and how we handle these matters. So let's trust each other.
But trust can be broken. Trust can really easily be broken. But let me come back in studio and ask Anthony, as a student of law, as an individual, would you say that prenup agreements are essential to life, to couples?
Yeah, from where I sit.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think it's about time, like, we expand our laws to allow for prenups. Laws are not static.
Of course, yes, they're dynamic.
Yeah, they are very dynamic, and laws are made to, meet the times we find ourselves. And looking at things that happen around us, I think it's about time. Take, for instance, issues of divorce.
Yes.
People, once the man or the woman leaves, that is when the family comes in. That this property is for the family, it's not for the man.
Yes.
Those sort of things. But if you're able to list what the man has, what the woman has before going into the marriage, that distinction is made. Yes, and this will sort of help in reducing this issue of property distributions and all those sort of things.
Okay.
And like I said, laws are dynamic. Our laws were basically built on the UK laws, and they've diverted from when prenup was illegal to what my senior colleague said. Currently, prenup is legal in the UK. So it's about time
that we also change and move ahead of time, because times are dangerous. Times are very dangerous these days. I mean, right now, I think even if you have one Ghana cedi, you have to protect it, because you don't know what the person is going to take it or not. But then, is it expensive to have a prenuptial agreement?
I think it's relative when it comes to it being expensive or otherwise, because at the end of the day, it's a contract, and you need the services of a lawyer,
of course,
so that he can close all the loopholes and whatnot. So someone might get a lawyer who do it on pro bono. That would come with a cost. But someone might land on a lawyer who charge. So it's relative.
Okay, all right. And lastly, I had a question to ask. What was that question? I wanted to ask something. So for example, would you say that it's ethically wrong? I was reading a story about this whole prenup agreement, and this couple, they signed a prenup agreement. The man was very rich, but he was old, and the lady was fairly younger than him. And eventually, the man signed a prenup saying that she must be married to him for 20 years or over before she can demand for a divorce. And if she demands for a divorce prior to those 20 years, she would eventually go with nothing, and she would not be entitled to anything. So the lady stayed for 20 years. The man was getting older and older, not dying, of course. And eventually, at the 21st year, she signed for a divorce. She wanted a divorce. But with that being said, she was then entitled to some portion of his worth. So with that being said, would you say that prenups are just a way of mitigate somebody's life? Like, it doesn't strengthen the bond of what marriage is?
Yeah, from this scenario, it's like the young lady entered into the marriage for what she will get.
Yes.
So on that score, like all contracts,
yes,
you look at the validity of contract.
Yes.
If a contract is unconscionable, definitely it will be void. So you have to look at some of these issues. I don't see why you have to put a timeline on your marriage. The pretenses. I believe it is the essence of some of these things, the pretenses, the lies and all that. That's why prenups are essential. So at the end of the day, if you're giving me 10, 20 years before I can, whatever I'll do for you to survive those years, I think I'll go out for them.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think those terms are so.
So as a lawyer, how would you advise if you were in the position of being the lawyer for this particular agreement? How would you have advised the lady or the man?
Of course, I think the terms, to me,
the
terms looks a bit disadvantageous to the lady because you're saying the man is very old, and they did not. If they did not include a term which makes the lady, what do you call it, acquire some of the wealth in the course of the death before the 20th year, then it's disadvantageous
to her.
But then, if there should be a clause which states that at the point of death, the lady would have been entitled to some of the lady could find a way to kill them out. So, some of these things, it's a bit dicey.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know. At the end of the day, the man is in there to benefit, a young blood and whatnot for 20 years. And the lady is also there,
she'll live the lifestyle that she wants.
All that I have to be with you for 20 years. So some of these things are very dicey.
Okay, but let me come back to a lawyer, Wayo. Lawyer, are you still here with me?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so my final question to you is, how would you advise somebody or a couple and one party wants to go for a prenup and the other party does not want to go for a prenup? How would you advise them as a lawyer to eventually come to an agreement or a mutual agreement for them to still go ahead and get married but still maybe sign a prenup?
I mean, you can clearly see that I divert from my colleague in the studio. He now comes across as a proponent of prenup, and you can see that not that I'm with the old school, but I really do not ascribe. I belong to the critics. You see, the point is this: I've always had a problem with terming marriage as a contract, because what is the definition of a contract? A contract is an offer and acceptance. So I see marriage as a union. And my interpretation, and like you said, law must be dynamic. If all this while we have seen marriage to be a contract, if tomorrow I'm writing as a legal jurist, I might be tempted to do my research to change marriage from it being as a contract to a union. Because the definition of contract is offer and acceptance. I offer you something and you offer, you accept, then it comes to contract. So that is how we see marriage. And I'm saying that because we see marriage from that point of view, we are moving into the issue of property. Because if you look at all these prenup debate or argument we are talking about, it's about how do we dispose of properties when the sweet marriage you and I or union you and I wanted to have gets onto the rocks. How do we share property? That's all this. So the idea is that why are we even preempting a certain sweet journey we think we must get into? Because when we get into the union, there are so many availabilities of the legal system we can use to protect our property. We can make will. If you bring so much into a marriage, and your wife knows that before I married you, I had this building at Painted, whatever it is. It's a fact. Your wife knows already. I don't think your wife is her family. Everybody knows. You enter into the marriage already, and then right inside the marriage, you make your will and put that Painted house into maybe your nephew or your mother or somebody. Your wife will understand as the marriage. So there are avenues to take care of these things we want to do earlier before we marry. And my point is that when we do that, we reduce the essence of the marriage. Because now we are combining a host of issues. The essence of marriage, the importance of properties, the importance of a healthy lifestyle and all that. How do we look at each of them and how they stand on their own? Marriage itself must be given that exclusive definition and what it is, its essence. Its essence primarily connotes the joy of two people putting their lives together for the rest of their life, for a journey that is left ahead of them. It must be a certain journey of love and care and trust and understanding between the people. Why do we preempt it with the possibility that there could be some unforeseen event?
Because life happens, lawyer. Life happens. Anything can happen in life.
Yes, anything happening is the death. And I'm saying when death happens, we know the laws that take care of it.
Yes.
But we are talking about divorce. And I'm saying that the divorce concept alone, it's like beginning a journey of sweetness with some bit of let's be cautious because this sweetness in 10 years, that reduces the essence of the marriage. Because there are people who have married in this world, did not do prenuptial, and have lived nicely, and go and check their records. When they were departing this world, everything was perfect. They laid everything where they must lay. They placed everything where they must place. So it is not all true to let it look like if we don't enter into an earlier arrangement, we cannot take care of our issues when we are married. It is also not true. The fact does not support that. So when we're having such intellectual discourse, it behoves on the proponents of those who are against and those who are for. And we must justify why we think the essence. I believe in the essence of marriage. And the essence of marriage includes that sweetness of that journey two people who have found themselves are about to begin. If they are about to begin, let them get in there and understand that even when we marry, we can take care of our issues. If I brought property, when I marry you, I can still make documents to cover my, like a will. Like I said, I can make a will to cover my property. You can make a will to cover your property. It is still yours. And those issues of whether it's a family property or whatever it is will be taken care of. So if you trust your husband, or if you love the woman you are bringing in, we both say that assassinating your media, the land belongs to my family, but the building is mine. That is all. So that's the totality of the sweetness I'm trying to present. That it's a journey of a certain sweetness. It includes the trust. It includes the honesty. It includes being fair to the person you are bringing along you for the next 30, 40 years. If the house is yours and the land is not yours, which will cause a family dispute when you are no more, why do you keep it away from your wife?
Okay.
That alone is not showing
so
that
communication.
Kind of
I guess it goes way beyond. And I sort of agree with lawyer Wayo, but you know, I also feel like in this day and age, the way things are going, my generation, I mean, having to protect your assets and your property, and you know, just be careful. It's like just taking precautions. You're not saying that it will happen, but it's like an emergency cushion to an emergency security to basically just, you know, secure you just in case, you know, just what if, you know, that what if. And that's why I sort of, you know, agree with prenuptial agreement, because of the what if that life comes with. And, you know, you can be so in love with somebody, but then a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, the person changes because of life. And then, you know, that's when your prenup agreement might come in handy. But Lawyer Wayo Ganamanti, thank you very much for joining us on this conversation today to explain to us the essence of prenup agreements. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
You're absolutely welcome. And Anthony, let me come back in studio. Any final words when it comes to prenup agreements? We understand where Lawyer Wayo stands in terms of when it comes to prenups. I mean, he believes that there are things like will and, you know, other laws and policies out there to help couples mitigate through marital properties if there should be a divorce or there should be a death or anything like that. But then I know that you stand with, you know, prenups. You think that is a good thing, and the laws sort of should change to adapt or to accept prenup agreements here in Ghana. Yeah. So any final words for anybody, any couple maybe out there watching us that would want to get a prenup? You can still get it, right, even though it's not a law here?
Yeah, like I said, from the onset, our laws accommodate prenups.
Yes.
So where I said, I don't even think we need to even create a law specifically for prenups.
For prenup. Okay.
For instance, Nigeria is a common law country.
Yes.
The prenup is recognized there. It's legal in Nigeria.
Yes.
But they've not changed any law, or they've not enacted any law to make prenup legal.
Okay.
Unlike Kenya, where they have to, you know, amend their matrimonial laws to make prenup legal. So where I stand, I'm for forward-looking laws. And like we said, the times we find ourselves, it's about time.
Dangerous. Yes.
It's about time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us. And Anthony. And let me quickly just read some of the comments coming in before we wrap up the conversation. This person said, good morning, Edma. You're looking wow this morning. Well, thank you very much. I think that going into marriage on terms and conditions is not something I would advise anyone to get into. It does not make marriage more fun and enjoyable. This is from Daniel from Tema. Well, Daniel, you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that Lawyer Wayo would agree with you on that. But it's just the what if, you know. I'm not saying that you should not trust your partner or you shouldn't love your partner. It's just that what if something happens in the future? You never know, because, you know, human beings, we change. You might meet somebody who is sweet and loving, caring, but along the line, because of life, they would change and turn into a monster. And that's when you're now, you know, finding ways of, you know, putting things together when it comes to your assets, your mental health, your children, and so on and so forth. But Mr. Anthony Dankwa, thank you very much for joining me on this conversation. It's been really fun. I've learned so much. And Mr. Anthony Dankwa is a social activist and a student at the Ghana School of Law. So that's about it for today's conversation, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned a lot from it. I have. And are you for prenuptial agreements or not? After this conversation, let me know. You can share your thoughts and comments to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511, or you can head to all our social media platforms at MX24GH with the hashtag DAM Club and let me know if you think you'd go for a prenuptial agreement or not, which is also called a prenup or not. It's not just for the rich, guys. It's not just for the rich, okay? You can also go for one. So anyways, that's about it for today's conversation. I'm going to wrap up the conversation with a beautiful song by Fave, and it's called Beautifully. Enjoy.
It's just one thing to
Equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com. Visit MX24 online, MX24 Studios. Weapons Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
And don't you just love that song? Beautifully by Fave. You're still watching the AM Club right here on MX24 TV, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual stuff. And this is the AM Club, your favorite lifestyle morning show in the country, and I dare say on the continent now. aren't we? Anyways, guys, so I might just finish that beautiful conversation on prenuptial, the essence of prenuptial.
Would you get a prenup?
Agreement. If I'm marrying a very, very distinct, yeah.
Very, very what?
Distinct. It depends on who I'm getting married to.
So if she's rich, you will not. So that's basically what you're trying to say. If she's rich, you will not. But if she's from,
I'm
let's
not
say,
saying something so that they come and take the video years after.
No, but I'm just saying, like, because I think I would go for a prenup. Yeah, I mean it doesn't change my love for the person, but I think I would go for a prenup.
I might not. I don't know what I would. But
then I also understood what lawyer Wayo was also where he was coming from in terms of sort of like putting like a time limit,
you know, sort of
on your marriage. Yes, you know, why think negatively in the first place?
Then that's almost like saying it's like insurance. And so many years ago, we're like,
just in case.
Why should I insure so that you know
I'll go and crash my car,
get an accident or something? But I mean, sometimes
it's necessary. The what if of life happens, you know.
So I mean, it makes sense. So that when it's done, you don't find yourself
in
wanting.
I know people who've gotten prenup and are still married, and they've been married for so many years.
They might never have a divorce.
Exactly, you know. So it's just what it is.
Anyways, but we are done with the prenup conversation. Oh, look at my Charlie socks.
You're looking very nice. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Really like it.
Anyways, it's time for Travel Tuesday, and like we said, today we'll be going all the way to Togo.
Yes.
Togo.
I've been to Togo before. I've been to Lome before. It was a beautiful trip. We drove there, and
of course,
yes, we didn't take the flight. We drove there. When we got to the border, we showed the documents that we needed to show, and then eventually we had like another car waiting for us across the gate. It's not even it's like a gate.
It's just a gate.
Yeah, you know. And
that's
then
a flower,
yes. And then eventually we got into the car and then we left, and that was it. You know, Togo is like a smaller version of Ghana. You know, like a very smaller version of Ghana. It's a place where a lot of people have bikes.
Yes. So I was just going to say that it's kind of different culturally, but
the ways of life, the lifestyle.
Yes, visibly
it's
quite
different.
It's closer to Benin. So I passed through Togo to Nigeria twice, and that's how I saw Nigeria. I saw Togo and Benin, and it's very similar. It's almost like the same country,
exactly.
You know. But like you said, I want to see the beautiful places in Togo and where to go and all that.
They have beautiful beaches as well.
And that is why we have the one and only your hostess
with the mostest,
Miss Drew, all the way joining us from Togo to share her travel experience of that country with us and where the best places to go in Togo are. So, Miss Drew. Hey, Drew.
Hi, Drew. Can you hear us?
Hey, chilling mama.
Hey, Drew. Can you hear us? I can hear her laugh, but I don't think she can hear us. It's breaking a little bit.
Where am I? I'm in the middle of the desert.
Oh, that's why we can't really hear you properly. Your network is quite poor.
I was going to ask her what the internet issue is in that place.
Yeah. I don't think there is any. I think it's just based on where you are.
The reason why the network is poor is because you guys were talking.
We're sorry. We're back to you now.
But no. Yes. So basically, I'm in Togo. I'm in the middle of the forest. I just finished feeding some elephants. I slept in a village yesterday, which was a crazy experience, sleeping under the stars. I was in like a mud house, which was like wild. Like honestly, it was crazy. I've done a lot of things, man. One thing about Togo, which is better than Ghana, is their internet goes all around, deep in the bushes. The internet works.
That's amazing.
The internet works everywhere.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There you go.
Yes.
The internet doesn't work in my house.
It's good.
That's amazing. Okay, so can you also mention some of the places that you've been so far?
And around Lome, the capital.
Okay, so we're having some difficulties.
The biggest hotel in Lome.
Which is 2 février. Yeah, 2 février.
Their beaches.
Yeah.
Drew, are you moving? Is it possible to station yourself so that the internet can be stable?
I think she's in a car.
Yes, Daddy.
Did you say daddy?
I don't know. Okay, so we're having a huge issue.
Anyways, but
connecting to Miss Drew. But yeah, these are some of the footages from her trip in Togo.
Oh, this is just like Makola.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's just that the way of living, it's quite different. Most people are on scooters, you know, than cars. Yeah. Here in Ghana, you see a lot of cars, you know, everywhere. But like there, it's a more chilled environment. Yeah. You don't see that many people as well. I didn't get to experience the nightlife when I went there. Right. But I heard that there is a nightlife. It's not as popping as the one in Ghana. Are you sure? I hear the French, they chill more than No, it's not, because I have some business partners who are from Togo, and one thing that they mentioned is that obviously the nightlife is not... Where is this? Okay, so this is the I don't know. I thought you were going to say this is the Independence Square. Independence Square in Togo. Oh God, I was going to say that. Drew, are you with us now? Yes, can you hear us, Drew? Okay, no, we're still having some troubles. Africa needs internet. Anyways, stable internet. So, does that Drew with the elephants? Yeah, that's Drew. Oh, so feeding it some water. Listen, the image... This girl can chill. I'm telling you. Anyways. Was that a shot? She took a shot for the both of us. I see. Look at her. Enjoying the food. Yes, I know where this is. This is at the Hotel de Février. Oh, right. Yeah. This is listen, I am not trying elephants. Why? I know they're beautiful animals. I've seen too many videos. They are my favorite animals. Is that your spirit animal? Yeah, elephants and dolphins. I see. So I've seen videos on TikTok and on social media where people were playing with elephants and the elephant would just kick them with the... No, they are playing with them. But yeah, they are playing with them, but it's just the force. But you know the way we see dogs and puppies and we're like, oh my God, so cute. It's been scientifically proven that when elephants see us human beings, that's the feeling they get. They feel like we are cute? Yes, they think that we are so cute. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's how they feel. No wonder they can use their trying to just kick somebody. They think that we are so cute. The same feeling that we get, the same emotion we get when we see puppies and dogs, and that's what they feel as well. Wow, these are the these are nice. Wow, this is really, really nice. I really wanted Drew to tell us about her. You know, I think she went to the witch market. You know, I wanted her to tell us about it. You know what? I'm going to take a 3-day trip to Togo too. I need to experience. Just drive there. Just drive there. You know, going by air, you miss and all now the land borders are open as well, so there you go. Just drive there. So you don't have to go through all that stress. Wait, people sleep in this? Yes, they do. It's too small. The guy is taller than the building. See, no, that is not that's certainly not a place to sleep. I think he's fixing it. Oh, is he not fixing it? Yeah, see, I think he's fixing it. No, so the buildings are over there. I think that's probably so these are the ones. Yeah, this is probably a storeroom or something for. I wish Drew could tell us all about exactly. But anyway, she will bring us all the updates next week. You know, in our subsequent show next week Tuesday, she will tell us all about it. But anyways, guys, when people see this, this is the image. This is the image of what do you call it? This is the image of Africa, the West. Yeah, but listen, there's nothing wrong with this. Of course there's nothing wrong with this. This is our architecture. The fact that I was listening to this professor, she's Caucasian, and she was like, the fact that people talk about mud houses and, you know, they criticize it because it's a different architecture from the West, does not mean that what the West has is better than this. The funny thing is built to cater for so many things when it comes to the weather, because I know that when you go inside it's so cool inside. So if you're somewhere that is hot, like let's say the north of a country or something like that, these houses will definitely protect you from the house. What is Drew eating over there? Okay, this looks like wache. Sorry, I didn't see it. So yeah, it looks like rice. It looks like it looks like a bit I feel like West Africa, we all like egg. This one, is it? We all like egg. One fish is one. Yes. We like macaroni. I see macaroni over there. Spaghetti or macaroni. Your friend Charlie Talia. That's what we call it. Leave me alone.
Washi and Talia. And that's a little waterfall.
Oh, good, yes.
Oh, this is beautiful. Togo is beautiful.
The beaches there are amazing.
The water is clear.
It's very clear.
I'm not surprised.
So beautiful. And there are so many things to also do there. It's obviously it is not as huge as Ghana.
I mean, it's not big. Yeah.
But then you see, when people go to Togo, they just focus on Lomé. They don't focus on the other parts of Togo. That's what we did, and I think we should have gone to other places, other parts of the country, instead of just like staying at Lomé.
Did you go with security?
No, I just went there with my mister. It was literally just the both of us.
No security?
No security, and our driver.
So
we had a driver there that took us around every single day, provided by the hotel that we stayed in, actually.
Okay.
And then, obviously, when we got back to Accra, we had our driver come and pick us up. But there was no security. I did not feel like I was in any form of danger.
Did you jump into any water?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I thought you were a water person.
No, I didn't.
For some wonderful people from your hometown come.
I know how to swim.
Anyway.
When I see them, I say, hey.
Look at you.
I've come to say hello to you.
Anyway, but Togo is a beautiful country,
yes,
like we said. We can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. So Togo is on my list now. Jamaica is on my list.
Yes. Barbados is on your list.
Barbados is on my list.
Yes.
Brazil is on my list. We're going to see all those wonderful sights.
Yes,
anyways, but do we have Ms. Drew back on to probably share with us?
No, I think we don't. We don't. But it's fine. We'll bring you everything that you need to know about Togo and Ms. Drew's trip next week, Tuesday.
And she'll be here, so then that will help.
Exactly. And she'll be here in studio as well to tell you and give you all the details. So do make sure that you stay tuned for that.
Anyway, so what do we do?
No, I have a question. So I know that there's this gentleman, Ismail, I think, who sends his DDOV every single day, and he's from Lomé, Togo.
Oh.
Yeah, he always sends it. So if you're watching Ismail, let me know how is it like living in Togo. Like I said, I have a few business partners who live there. So look at this. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful.
This one's are tall.
This is so beautiful. Just imagine.
Inside is cool, eh?
Yes, just imagine if there's like a city, but with just like
Wakanda forever.
Yes, but then it's built this way, but with a more, let's say, stronger. We're still going to use the mud and everything, but we use like stronger, instead of using maybe bamboo or wood. So we use like what do you use again? Iron rod.
So the thing is that the West has not always had what they have now. They started from somewhere, but that's what sets them apart from Africa and some parts of the world, because they advanced technologically and decided to move, So while I believe in this, and we don't need AC.
We still use brick houses in the UK.
We don't need AC. We don't, of course. So but the advanced building and all, the architecture has.
But we also have advanced buildings here.
The truth is, you will not enjoy living here for a long time. That's the thing. So
how do we
make it appealing?
Exactly.
Yeah, so we have to find creative ways to, while we can maintain this, find innovative ways to, build using these structures or whatever it is, these materials.
This is absolutely amazing. This is so cool. Listen, I love this. I absolutely adore and love this. And like you said, but why are you looking at me like
because
this?
People who say this will go there 3 days and now they want to go back to their...
But that's what I'm saying. If they can now add certain facilities to it to make it a bit modern, but still keep the architecture, because that's what I like. The shape, the actual essence of building it, but then add or implement a few things in it, like, maybe
just advance.
A washroom, a bath.
Because I realize that what the West also does is that they look at our culture, they look at the things we have, and they develop on it. Yeah. They develop it. A typical one is when I was brushing my teeth this morning, I realized that they are charcoal paste now.
Of course.
But you see, it was from us. We used to brush with charcoal and plantain, whatever. Yeah. So now they go like, oh, wow, this thing is really good. So then they advance it, and then they sell it to you.
Yeah.
So they can...
we've had this conversation many times, even in... on Fashion Wednesday, in terms of when it comes to even our own beads,
right?
And
China is making beads now, so we take this structure, we take the idea from this to build, new architecture where you don't even need AC in the room, but it's still cool inside. I don't know if you can use this for the inner layers of the building. I don't know, but hey, Africa, we're too much. Because
I don't want us to leave these kind of
thing behind?
Architecture behind, because it also represents us.
It might become obsolete one day.
So let's keep it, but then modernize it.
In the year 2080, we probably won't see these things again. You probably.
Oh, we should.
Probably.
It's part of us.
What you're seeing.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I really wanted to hear the experience of Miss Drew.
Yes, but we'll bring
we'll bring you that next week Tuesday.
Absolutely.
On Travel Tuesday, I will share that experience from Togo with you. But if you can also go to Togo and let us know what it was like when you were there. Okay? Anyways, about it's time to say goodbye to you. Time is fast spent. I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody who's been on the show today, starting off with our very own Jamaican brother, Kevoy, who came in with MX Breaks, Lifestyle, and Entertainment. Today I've enjoyed myself. Edmund did all the talking.
I didn't.
Yes.
You see, if you say this, do you know what my mom will say? My mom always tells me that I don't allow you to speak.
Really?
Which is not true. I'm like, Godwin is always talking. Godwin is always talking. But mommy is always like, allow Godwin to speak some. I'm like, hey, me.
Auntie
I always allow him to speak. So you saying that you're just confirming what she's saying.
Auntie Rose is right.
She's not.
You don't let me talk on the show, but it's okay. Anyways, and then you had a conversation with...
Yes, with lawyer Wayo and Mr. Anthony Dankwa. And we had a conversation about the essence of prenuptial agreement.
And we're supposed to bring you the plug. We're supposed to bring you the Beverage Award, Ghana Beverage Award, but due to some little whatever. But we'll do well to bring you that interview.
And we also bring you
tomorrow,
Travel Tuesday
next
as well.
week. Tuesday. But thank you for staying with us and making us #1. Thank you so much. God bless you. My name is Godwin Nambo, at Godwin Nambo on all social media platforms. We're back here tomorrow with Fashion Wednesday.
Yes, absolutely. And my name is Edma Ohimalawe, at Edma Lawe, EDMALAWER on all social media platforms. So do make sure that you follow me. I don't know, should we wear print, African print, or what should we do?
I'll drip.
Oh, we should drip.
We should drip.
We should drip.
I'll drip tomorrow.
Yeah, let's drip. Let's drip tomorrow. But anyways, guys, thank you. And if you missed any part of the show, please do make sure to head to our YouTube channel at MX24GH on all social media platforms. Bye-bye.
I'm again up so. Girl, you won't capture my soul. I'm again up so. Make you one I'm loose. Even better done the para. Tonight in Josie, I'm in Josie. Won't call if you want Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me, you can flag up, but I'm on board. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me. They want do me, but they want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I just flew in from Miami. Peru, para, Peru, para. I'm loose. Even Peru, para. Pour out the bottle, I wanna level up. When I'm with you, I never get enough. Slow wine, I'm not in a rush. I can hear music when you're here. Tonight we're rolling, party till closing. Since I put the ring on the finger, it's still frozen. Love in slow motion. I wanna feel you over me, yeah. Something magic in your eyes, yeah. Girl, I love the way you ride it. And it happens every time you arrive, that's right. Girl, I want you in my life, yeah. There's a heaven and it's right here. I will never leave your side. Stay tonight. When you won't see me, I'm in West London this evening. Giving me the feelings, no, I'm not leaving till I fly LA next weekend. Peru, nah. Girl, I'd rather go find somewhere quiet. You glow, and I get lost here in your eyes. I'm again all be so. Girl, you just capture my soul. I'm again all be so. Make me wanna just take you home. Peru, para, Peru, Peru, para. I'm loose.
Hey, Abrantia, Aketesia, Ibi Family, Charlie, MX24. My baby, must say, baby, about them people that do good, Mama and bad.
Hey guys, This is your girl, Miss Sasha.
This is the best MC, best hype man in Ghana 2020. I beg you success, the highest MC. Keep watching MX24.
It is fun, it is fearless, it is factual.
If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered.